Okay, so we're looking at setting up a classroom for our tutor group and what are the benefits of doing so. So, real smart, I've logged in already, got new icons across the top. This last one across the top is Google Classroom. It'll load up, and this will show you all the classrooms you have set up for all your different classes. So I'm going to scroll down here. I've got some other tutor groups and other classes I've got set up already. This is my form. So if I click on my form, you can see what is essentially the stream. Now this stream down the middle here is basically where you can ask all sorts of different things. You can post questions, you can post assignments, and you can post just notices. So for these two, recently I've set up academic mentoring and the most recent activity for Mr. Fry, which was about me at the Weald. So I created a sheet. This is just an example, it's an experiment to start off with. So this tutor group mentoring form looks very similar to the one in the planners. Highlights from tracking, areas for improvement, and then 3 smart targets to fill in and complete. Now the students will get, because of how I've set it up, if I go back to the classroom, I've set it up so that each student will get a copy. If I now click in to the students' works, you'll see each student individually. These are just the done ones. And if I click on all, you'll see all of them. So these are all the ones they've done. Now, some of them haven't actually handed them in, so there's an option for that, and I'd need to just go through my tutor group, how they've handed them in. So they filled in highlights and they filled in all the details. Now the student then hands this in. I've got a copy of it in my classroom. So in my actual classroom, this is all of my tutor group. This is all of their academic mentoring forms in one place. I can comment on these. So if I say to Jake in here, actually Jake, above in drama, okay. Oh, sorry, this target isn't a smart target, okay? So I can comment. I can put a comment on there, and I could then send that back to him, or he will be notified that he'll have that on there. So I can update each one individually, but they also get a copy of it at the same time. So that was the academic mentoring. It's all in one place. Now, if I go back to the stream, I can now look at the other thing that we started at the start of this year, which was me at the Weald. And again, I created a blank sheet, and the students then typed in by logging in as themselves. So they logged in as themselves. They could only see their own sheet. So this is Max's, and as you can see at the top, it's also labeled it Max's. So whatever I type the name in, it then adds the student details too. He's then typed all of this lot in himself, either using his phone, or I think we might have gone to a computer room for some of this as well. So this is now done for him. Now, when he clicks submit, it comes back to me. I am the owner of this document. So if he leaves the classroom, if he leaves school, I've still got the copy of it. And you can see, and again, you get all of them in one place. Benefits of this: 1, you can see them all at the same time. 2, I can populate the forms in advance, complete with smart targets. So the next version of the tutor mentoring thing will have a set of smart targets on the front. There'll be a tab for each independent year. By selecting each student will get a copy, it creates individual copies for every student. If I go into the About page, and I go to Google Drive folder, this may or may not work, this seems to be playing up a little bit at the moment, but the Google Drive folder will have the folder set up. Academic mentoring, me at the Weald, and if I click on each one of these, I have access to all of their forms that they've filled in. They do not. So the students do not have access to all the forms, they only have access to their own. Same with me at the Weald. So these are all their forms, and they're all named. Every single form has their own individual names on it. It keeps it nice and organized within a classroom folder on your drive. So that's automatically set up. And as you can see here, these are all my different classes. So everything that I've posted on there, Classroom automatically sets up for me. So just to go back through that again, I can set things like this. So me at the Weald, I can set up the academic mentoring. I can just set up a statement. For the form, it just keeps everything together. they can see their academic mentoring, and we can revisit it and revisit it and revisit it. And Me at the Wheel is the same. You get a copy of it all, and so do they. So that, I think, is the benefits of using Google Classroom for the fall.